Mary, let him go just a little bit long. Go to posting trot, please. Let him go a little bit longer in his neck. Keep your left rein closer to his neck. Put your right leg a little bit further ahead. Yep, he's a little looking, he's a little tight. Yep, you can let him go a little bit longer for a few minutes till he gets adjusted in here to the crowd. You can see the trot is a little bit short, a little bit more up, and not quite enough forward. It needs a little bit more rhythm, caused by the horse being a little tight. So we're going to let the horse go a little bit long and relax. This is what you'd normally do at a horse show.
So he takes a little better right rein, because you have a little tendency to be indirect on the right side, which then makes him hide even more on the right rein. Even if you have a slight feel of a counterflexion, just a little bit toward the left, but hold on to the right rein in that moment, so you get a little bit more of an even connection. Otherwise he just falls a little bit to the left over his left rein.
And you can see already the trot's a little bit bigger. And when you're ready, Mary, if you'd change direction again, please. Keep your inside leg when you change the direction, Mary. Don't let him fall like that. Push him a little bit more. I know it's pretty hard to do that when you don't have a lot of contact, but try to make him respect the inner leg. And when you're ready, make a transition to working walk and send him forward as you come into the walk. First, sit. Don't do posting into that. Forward, forward. Okay, there's a slight tendency of the horse when he made the transition down to back away from the bit and drop down. So what we're going to do to help connect that connection to the inside hind leg to the outside rein is we're going to ask Mary to do a little bit of shoulder fore position and carry her leg a little bit closer. Now, before you bring him back, Mary, close your inside leg. Keep the outside rein. Keep the outside leg as well. He's stepping a little bit to the outside. A little bit of shoulder fore. Push him into the left rein and ask him to walk again. Push him, right leg, right leg. And you see there was less desire to back away from the bit or jig or whatever you'd like to call it. Again, please, trot, Mary. I'm not so bothered that the horse has a tendency to be a little bit low on the pole right now, because he's already reacted to being, with the reaction of the hand to go forward, that the hind leg is already bending more and it's traveling more towards the bit. So in a minute we're going to ask him to canter a little bit, and I have a suspicion that he's probably going to want to suck back a little bit more, or even to buck into play. So when you're ready, please go ahead. Just don't fall off. Now we're going to cheat a little bit on the next one. We're going to ask Mary to let the neck go out first, because we want to see what the horse is going to do. We're going to test him. So Mary, I want you to let his neck out a little bit, quite a bit, matter of fact, please. Let it out. Now push him.
And I think what we could see a little bit was that he was less going up and down and really used a little bit more his foreleg coming up and covering ground rather than just kind of running a little bit over his forehand, being a little choppy up and down in his canter.
Okay, the beginning part of that, she let him out a little bit too much, and then the leg came back up and connected and came onto the bit. Perfectly all right, very small error. Once more, Mary, this time a little bit more connected. Maintain the circle of the aid. Go forward. Come on, go forward. Please don't lift your hands. Come on, keep the leg going. Keep the leg going. Good, girl. Good. Can you see it? He's a little bit more, the hind leg is a little more on the bit.
And I think also a lot of times what people have a slight bit, or they forget sometimes, is that you have to ride the forehand out of the way of your hunches for the hunches to have the ground to cover. So it's not, a lot of people always talk about hunches, 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 but I think to ride the forehand forward and upward is just as important as riding the hunches forward and under.
The point being is you only straighten a horse by the front, never by the rear. There's no other way to straighten him. Give him another left leg. Thank you. You feel it. Ta-da! Don't you cheat. That's that girl. Good girl. Can you see it? You have to talk to the horse like this when you're riding him. So those feelings develop and you push him more up and out, more towards the bit. That's why I say it takes 2 lifetimes. You got to have somebody on the ground helping you all the time.
Do a little shoulder in now on the left side. But try to avoid having your reins go higher and higher, because it makes him a little bit curled up in front just by the pole. That's it. Just the hands even a little tiny bit lower than that. and a little bit more together. Yes.
A lot better.
Much better.
Can you see it changing?
And to this side, we have to be a little bit careful so that he doesn't just bend from the neck forward. So has to keep the horse a little straighter from your left rein and make sure that the horse stretches forward in an equal curve away from the leg to the front. And you can see a little, try to avoid crossing your inside rein over the neck to try to get your angle. Try to hold the angle with your outside rein and your inner leg, not so much with your inside rein across the neck, going with your outside to the with the inside to the outside. Yeah.
It's a lot better. Okay, Mary. Out of the next, we will do the shoulder in. Oh, that's okay, Lito. That's perfect. That's absolutely super. You can see it change the horse. Mary, the shoulder in only to pass letter V. Letter V, straighten the horse and across the diagonal, lengthen the stride. I didn't say extended. Lengthen the stride. Keep your inside leg on him. Yes. Don't put your hand. Not easy. Easy. Now, when you bring him back, use your seat in your leg. Think about it when he goes to want to drop. Good girl. And now position left.
Yeah. Just bend the pole just a little bit first. So the pole should start. The neck should follow. The body should follow after that.
Forward a little more. Yes. Good girl.
Yeah, that's better.
Be
Much
careful.
more quiet, not more than that.
Pat him. Pat him. Okay, give him a break. Go forward into the walk. No, yeah, all right, yeah, that's okay. Let him out. Let him out. Let him have a break. Long reins, super long reins. Let that neck relax. Okay, you could see the change in the horse, huh?